deal here at Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC on Highway 341 in Jesup and at neesmithnow.com. Find new roads. All incentives apply in lieu of rebates plus tax, tag, and license. See dealer for details.
It's one-stop shopping for your home at Badcock Home Furniture More in Jesup. Badcock offers a full range of furniture, bedding, appliances, electronics, accessories, and floor coverings with the brand names you know and trust. Choose from a product line of more than 4,000 items. And when it comes to financing, Badcock makes it easy by offering you a plan that fits your budget. And be sure to ask about their 0% financing offer for up to 12 months. See Joe and Debbie Paris at Badcock Home Furniture and More, located on Macon Street and Walnut Street in downtown Jesup.
Are you thinking of selling your home or business? Hi, I'm Gloria, and as a realtor, I know that getting rid of the clutter in your home is one of the best ways to help sell your house quickly. At Jesup Premium Storage, our family-owned company provides a convenient and secure building for all of your storage needs. We now offer outdoor covered parking for that antique car, boat, or RV. Due to our recent expansion, we offer units that range in size from as small as a bedroom closet to as big as a one-car garage. All of our units are inside and climate controlled with 24-hour access and security. Our leases run month to month, so you're not locked into a long-term commitment, giving you the flexibility to move your belongings out the minute you purchase your new home. Stop by today or give us a call, 530-8003. That's 530-8003. Jesup Premium Storage.
We're cool, clean, and secure.
Morton Collision is located at 1320 West Pine Street in Jesup. Morton's offers free estimates, 23-hour towing, and they guarantee their work. Call 427-3769 or after hours 912-294-6140. The staff at Morton Collision Center works with all insurance companies. So for guaranteed work with a qualified staff, go to Morton Collision at 1320 West Pine Street in Jesup. Morton Collision, quality you can see.
Local news on WIFO.
It's time now for a look at the latest in local news. In the news, the case of the state of Georgia versus Cesar Rodriguez lasted just one day. Tuesday, it took a Wayne County jury only 9 minutes to deliberate in the jury room before returning with guilty verdicts on both counts. Count one was child molestation. The victim, his own 13-year-old daughter, and 2, incest. Rodriguez's daughter became pregnant and gave birth to a baby boy who was given up for adoption the day he was born in a hospital in Waycross. Here's the announcement of the jury's verdict Tuesday afternoon in court.
We, the jury, find as follows. Count 1, child molestation. On the charge of child molestation, we find defendant guilty of child molestation. Count 2, incest. On the charge of incest, we find the defendant guilty of incest. So say we all this 17th day of November 2015, Patrick D. Dent, floor person.
Superior Court Judge Stephen Scarlett sentenced Cesar Rodriguez to the maximum sentence under Georgia law, 50 years in prison, the first 49 to be incarceration, and the final year on probation. This case resulted in Rodriguez's arrest back on July 14th of 2014 by the Jesup Police Department. Detective Perry Morgan, the lead agent in the case, Morgan testified that he received a call from Pastor Anthony Hips of the Northside Baptist Church on Sycamore Road in Jesup, as Rodriguez and his family had been staying at a building on church grounds doing missionary work and raising funds to head to Bolivia to begin doing missionary work there. His arrest occurred one day before he was to leave for Bolivia. Pastor Hips also testified that Rodriguez's wife came to him with the details of her husband abusing her 13-year-old daughter and the fact that her daughter was pregnant. The wife asked the pastor to make certain that he was arrested outside the presence of her other children, as she and Rodriguez have 9 children together, ranging from age 21 to age 3. After Rodriguez was arrested, the police set up an interview for the young girl with the Satilla Advent Center in Waycross, which deals with abused children. The taped interview was shown to the jury on Tuesday, in which the young girl describes in detail the abuse by her father. In the interview, it's revealed that the girl's earliest recollection of the abuse occurred when she was just age 8 years old. The Rodriguezes did missionary work and traveled to many states and many churches. The states included Florida and North Carolina. Court documents revealed that Rodriguez is facing similar child molestation charges in the state of North Carolina as well. The victim's mother, Carrie Rodriguez, testified in court Tuesday, saying she had no knowledge of what was taking place between her husband and her daughter. The mother says her oldest daughter, 13-year-old, who is the oldest daughter in the family, began to gain weight and complain about headaches. And she says as a mother, she feared the worst, thinking that she might have a tumor or cancer. She had no thoughts of abuse until she and her husband went to Walmart one day. Her husband suggested that they buy a pregnancy test kit. She asked her husband what for. She said the children are homeschooled. Her daughter did not have a vehicle and was not around boys, so she became very upset when her husband bought the pregnancy kit. When they got home, the mother says she went to talk with her daughter and asked her if anyone was messing with her or touching her inappropriately, and the daughter told her, quote, "only daddy," end quote. Mother says the daughter opened up and told her about what was going on between her and her father. Mother says she went in and kicked her husband and told him he was sick, to which he told her, "I've always been sick." The victim testified Tuesday, told the jury that her father told her that this was their secret and that her mother knew already what was going on, so if the girl ever told, both the mother and the father would go to prison and the family would be separated. She told the jury that her father told her fake Bible passages such as her daughter belongs to her father and she is to obey all his commands. Daughter testified that she never found that in the Bible and now knows it was all a lie. Rodriguez and his wife again have 9 kids, the 2 oldest boys in college, but both in courtroom Tuesday support both their mother and sister. The state's final witness Tuesday was the GBI Forensic Crime Lab DNA analyst Jessica Romanowski, who compared the DNA of Cesar Rodriguez, his 13-year-old daughter, and the DNA of the newborn baby. The report from the DNA shows that the certainty that Rodriguez is the father of the child is 99.999.8%. After that fact for the jury, the state rested its case, and it was time for the defense. Defense attorney Stephen Tillman conferred with his client, who told Judge Scarlett that his client did not wish to testify. No other defense witnesses were called, and the defense rested as well. Once again, the jury took only 9 minutes to return with the guilty verdicts, and then before sentencing, the emotional victim impact statements are read as the victims get a chance to face and speak to the defendant and to the judge who would hand down the sentence. First to speak yesterday was Rodriguez's wife of 21 years, mother of the 9 children. Here's a portion of what she had to say in her impact statement in court Tuesday.
Caesar, there is so much I want to say to you, so much I want you to understand about how you have hurt not only our daughter, but our family. For over 20 years, I trusted you to be a faithful husband, and I trusted you to be a loving, protective father to our children. However, you abused that trust. You took what should have been a relationship between a father and daughter, and turned it into something evil, fulfilling your lusty desires. You preyed upon the daughter that God bestowed upon us to nurture and raise. You were supposed to protect her, but instead she needed protection from you. The abuse she endured by you, her father, the very one that should have displayed the love of God to her, has caused many days of pain, much sorrow and heartache. You stole our daughter's childhood away from her and caused her to make decisions at the age of 13 that most adults would not be able to make. Our other children lost you, their daddy, simply because you gave into your flesh and fulfilled your sinful desires without considering the consequences of your actions. Since that fateful day last year when I found out the horrible truth of the sexual abuse our daughter endured at your hands, I have had to become mom and dad, sole provider, protector, and so much more to our children. Positions that were your responsibility. Many nights I have had to dry away tears from little faces that don't understand why daddy is not with them. I have had to explain, oftentimes daily, why you cannot come home, and I have had to reassure them over and over that they are loved and that others will not abandon them as they feel you have. You stole so much from us, our way of life, our dreams of being missionaries, our trust, our love, our completed family, all because you chose to pursue this life of sin and preyed upon our daughter.
Carrie Rodriguez went on to say that she did forgive her husband, would be praying for him every day while he's in prison, but she wanted him to know that he had inflicted a lot of pain on her and the family. She told him that she will never forget the fact that he took away the joy of the first grandchild, and that baby boy was given up for adoption the day the child was born in a hospital in Waycross. Also addressing the defendant was his daughter, who now lives in Alaska. She told her father that he was supposed to be the one who loved her and protected her, but instead abused her and abandoned her and her family. She told him that he sadly won't be around to help select her a college or to walk her down the aisle on her wedding day. Both she and her mother asked Judge Scarlett to hand down the harshest punishment available by law. One of the reasons they asked for the harshest punishment is they state that Cesar Rodriguez has never shown remorse, has never said he's sorry. Again, the daughter looked at him Tuesday and told him, quote, "At least you could have said you were sorry." Once again, Judge Scarlett sentenced him to the maximum punishment available by law. 50 years in prison, 49 to be incarcerated. For more on the sentence and the trial, we talked with the assistant DA who prosecuted the case for the state of Georgia, Katie Gropper.
50 years, you had to be pleased. You asked for the maximum, you got the maximum.
Certainly, we're very pleased. I think that Mr. Rodriguez's actions in this case caused irreparable harm, and that he poses a significant risk to the community, not just to Wayne County, but to any community that he's in. And I think Judge Scarlett was mindful of that in sentencing him to the maximum allowable under the law.
The defense attorney said this is a sickening case, for a father to impregnate his own daughter, but as you mentioned, the abuse took place for many, many years.
Sure, and we were limited in this case factually with only the offenses that we could prove took place in Wayne County, which was for a much shorter window of time, but certainly the evidence supported that the abuse had occurred in multiple jurisdictions in multiple states over multiple years, and so I also think that's something the court considered in determining what an appropriate sentence would be.
How important do you think the victim impact statements were, by the mother and the daughter? Do you think that had influence on the judge?
Certainly. I think that it certainly did. I think anytime somebody commits a criminal offense, it's not just a question of whether or not they're guilty, but what harm their crime has caused. And I think that when you have a victim and witnesses who have lived through the aftermath of the defendant's actions, articulating to the court how it's affected their lives, that's something that the court cannot unhear, and is certainly something that weighs heavily on the court's mind in determining how to sentence an individual.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Once again, there is no court in session today, but Superior Court back in session with another child molestation case on Thursday. The defendant, James Eugene Adams. Again, WIFO family will continue to follow the court proceedings in the Wayne County Superior Courtroom. City of Jesup Commissioners met last night. We'll come back, take a look at their meeting right after this word from our sponsor, other commercial messages, so please stay tuned.
Have you heard? The Trade Mart, Jessup's best-kept secret, has moved. The Trade Mart has moved to a bigger location right in front of the Jesup Drive-In. If you need a propane tank filled, guns and ammo, tarps, animal feed, they have it all. The store hours are 9 to 6 Monday through Friday. Call 427-6966, 427-6966. This month's Hunter Special, deer corn for only $7 a bag. That's right, $7 a bag. So for all your guns and ammo needs or animal feed and health needs, go see John at the Trade Mart at their new location in front of the Jesup Drive-In.
Cool weather, football, and beautiful foliage make fall the best time of the year, but it's never a good time to be out of money. Let First Franklin Financial breathe life into your empty wallet. See your friendly Franklin folks, Crystal, Alicia, and Kathy at 1074 North Macon Street, or give us a call at 912-427-4237. That's 912-427-4237. Or apply online at www.1ffc.com. All loans subject to our liberal credit policy limitations, if any. First Franklin Financial Corporation, NMLSR number 141654. Georgia Residential Mortgage License number 5656. Licensed by the Mississippi Department of Banking and Consumer Finance, and in Louisiana, First Franklin Financial Corporation, Georgia.
We interrupt with a historical offer from Woody Folsom Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. For the month of November, new Ram 1500s are available at 0% for 75 months. How long? 75 months, baby. Bring any truck trade, and we'll beat it in Baxley. Beat it like a drum.
Making you happy and keeping you that way. That's what we do. Rebates, special finance plans, military plans, and prices that'll put a smile on your face.
Around 250 new Rams on the ground or on the way. And hey, if you've been elsewhere trying to trade and been told no, get to Woody Folsom Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Baxley. Beat up, bruised, or battered credit? Hey, if you've got a job and can fog up a mirror, we'll go to work for you. Ram 1500, 0% for 75 months. We're the can-do dealer, and we're on 341 West in Baxley. No wonder we say
Woody Folsom Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is home of the fastest growing truck brand in America.
Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Oh, tell me.
Jesup City Commissioners met Tuesday evening. First item of business was an update on the Gateway Grant for the City of Jesup, which they've applied for. It's a $50,000 grant that would beautify the Highway 84301 intersection in Jesup, and with that project, the City of Jesup wants to put it up an attractive sign stating "Welcome to the City of Jesup." A sign of that structure, they states, in the neighborhood of $50,000, but City Manager Mike Dill says the City of Jesup has some bricklayers and some of the work can be done in-house and save money. The grant application deadline was just this week, so it'll be a few months before the city hears back on whether they receive the grant and the $50,000. Dan Klitschman on hand from the Water Department requesting $45,000 in emergency funds to repair one of the city wells, which is badly in need of repair. Klitschman told the city commissioners that the well needs to be repaired. It supplies an industrial area with water. Commissioners approved the request by unanimous vote on Tuesday. City Manager Mike Dill says as much as it pains him, as he's been a big advocate and still is, of recycling, the bottom line is that the recycling program in the City of Jesup simply is not working and is costing the City of Jesup $77,000 a year in lost revenue. Dill says the program has become dysfunctional, and their contractor, Republic Services, says they will not renew the contract when it expires at the end of the year, because Dill says they are losing money but simply fulfilling their contract with the city. Republic is having to take the materials to Jacksonville at $60 a ton. and they're losing money on the program. Dewell says, as badly as he wants to say it, the program is going backwards, and he told the commissioners, in his opinion, his recommendation is to have the city of Jesup simply get out of the recycling business altogether. Dewell says he's looked at many options to keep the program afloat. One idea is to charge each city resident $3 more on their garbage bill, but they state that most households are not participating in the program, and Dewell says it would be simply unfair to the taxpayers to pay for a service that they don't use or participate in. And only 3,200 households are participating in the recycling program. City says that's just 10%. Once again, their contract ends at the end of December. The mayor and the commissioners asked that the topic be put on the December agenda for a vote. The mayor says if anyone out there has any suggestions or solutions, to please call City Hall. Mike Dewell says elected officials sometimes have to make difficult decisions, but he says a decision has to be made because the city can't afford to be in the programs that are losing money. And the city's losing currently $77,000 a year on the recycling program. DDA Director Micah Kickletter on hand with the final figures on the 13th Annual City of Jesup Arch Fest, a big success. The discussions had taken place to do away with the Arch Fest because it was losing money, but thanks to DDA's efforts and the many volunteer hours by the city employees and a committee of volunteers who came together to work on the project, this year's Arch Fest cleared $5,000. Micah Kickletter says the downtown business cards were a big success, and the figures show that over $10,000 was spent on merchandise in downtown stores on that day, on Saturday of the Arch Fest. Kickletter says the cards will be available again during the holiday shopping season. Also, the free zip line averaged over 100 kids an hour. Kickletter says they're bouncing ideas around on how to spend some of the money that they raise. They'd like to use $500 towards the toy drive, put $1,000 towards the sign, which will say "Welcome to the City of Jesup" on that gateway project at the intersection of Highway 84 and 301. Commissioner Ricky Reddy says he's glad to see the Arch Fest thriving. AC says it was his idea 13 years ago to begin the downtown Arch Fest. Reddy says thanks to all those who worked so hard to make it a success this year. And that's a look at your Tuesday city meeting. The Wayne County Commissioners set to meet this afternoon at 1:15 in a special call meeting to meet an executive session to conduct interviews with the applicants for county attorney. Again, 3 people have applied for the opening. Local attorneys Andy Beaver and Samantha Jacobs, as well as James Smith, an attorney out of Townsend, Georgia. Once again, the interview is expected to take place this afternoon as the commissioners are set to meet in executive session to conduct those interviews. We'll come back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor, other commercial messages, so please stay tuned.
Have you heard the Trade Mart, Jessup's best kept secret, has moved? The Trade Mart has moved to a bigger location right in front of the Jesup Drive-In. If you need a propane tank filled, guns and ammo, tarps, animal feed, they have it all. The store hours are 9 to 6 Monday through Friday. Call 427-6966, 427-6966. This month's Hunter Special deer corn for only $7 a bag. That's right, $7 a bag. So for all your guns and ammo needs or animal feed and health needs, go see John at the Trade Mart at their new location in front of the Jesup Drive-In.
Hi folks, this is Ralph Hickox, Wayne County Commissioner. I'd like to invite you to come to the historic Trail Hickox Inn this Saturday from 9 to noon for coffee, donuts, conversation, and if you like, tour the inn. The Trail Hickox house is listed on the National Registry of Historic Homes, and my lovely wife Jamie, along with Miss Peggy Hickey, has beautifully decorated for Christmas already. I also have invited the rest of the county commissioners, the city commissioners, as well as some other local and state officials. I'm a firm believer in ours being a government of the people, for the people, and this is an opportunity for you to come hear what we're doing as your representatives, why we did it, and what we're planning on doing. It's also a chance for you to express your views and opinions, good or bad, or just plain visit with us. This county is all of ours, and the future is important, and I want your input. Again, this is Ralph Hickox inviting you to come have coffee, donut, and conversation this Saturday from 9 to noon at the historic Trail Hickox House at 256 East Cherry in Jesup. God bless, and I hope to see you there.
How would you like to take advantage of Black Friday deals early? To skip the long lines this holiday season, just stop into your local Sears hometown store in Jesup today and make a $5 donation to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Sears is raising money this holiday season for this great organization helping unfortunate kids, and your $5 donation gets you a Wish Wednesday shopping pass to take advantage of all the Thanksgiving doorbusters on Wednesday, November 25th from 5 until 8 p.m. So come support the Make-A-Wish Foundation and get early Black Friday deals. Only at your local Sears hometown store on South 1st Street in Jesup.
Sears hometown store.
Final notes in the news on Tuesday afternoon, the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce held a ribbon cutting at a business entitled For the Love of Yogurt, located at 1147 West Cherry Street. For more on the new business in Jesup, here's owner Tina Jordan.
The shop has yogurt, sorbet, soft serve ice cream, Italian gelato. We always have a sugar-free flavor, whether it be ice cream or yogurt. We always have sorbet so that if you're lactose intolerant, you can have something. We have 50 different varieties of coffee we can make you now. That started about 2 weeks ago. We have frappes, we have Italian cream sodas. We have chocolate shakes, vanilla, whatever flavor of yogurt we have, we can make you any flavor of shake, actually. We have chai tea, basically anything sweet or hot, and soon when we get finished with this ribbon cutting, I'm going to start lunches.
Okay, sounds great. And where are y'all located? What's the hours?
We are located at 1147 West Cherry Street, and the hours are 8 to 7:30, Monday through Friday, except on Wednesdays. We take off early to go to church, and then Saturday we're open 9 to 9.
And what made y'all decide to open up a yogurt shop here in Wayne County?
Funny you ask that. I don't know if you are aware or I don't know if you're from here. Are you from here?
I wasn't born. I've been here 31 years.
Okay. In the early 50s, right between the Walgreens and Prime South Bank, there was a place called Mallard's Creamery.
Okay.
And that was my grand and my granddaddy's.
I gotcha.
And we decided and tossed around ideas after moving here, what we wanted to do. And we decided that we wanted to open a creamery like my grandparents.
Okay, well, great. Well, congratulations on the big day, the grand opening, and best of luck.
Thank you.
Chamber has another ribbon cutting set for Thursday afternoon at 5:30 p.m. at the Trial Hickox Historic Inn, located at 256 East Cherry Street. The public invited to attend. Also, don't forget their Christmas parade set for Saturday, December 5th at 7 p.m. Theme Traveling Home for a Southern Christmas. If you'd like to be a sponsor, make an entry into the parade. Simply call the Chamber at 427-2028. Also, don't forget the Scriven Christmas Parade set for Saturday, December 12th at 4 p.m. Enter into the parade's a new toy for the Wayne County Toy Drive. Parade theme is Load Up the Sleigh. All the City of Scriven urges shoppers to load up their sleigh by shopping local. Don't forget the Cruise and the Christmas Car Show will be held from 10 to 2 before the parade at the Grace Community Park on Bill Royal Street. Pictures with Santa from 1 to 3. Again, it all takes place on Saturday, December 12th at 4 p.m. The Scriven Christmas Parade. If you need more information, call Scriven City Hall at 579-2211. And finally, in the news, the holidays are quickly approaching. No better way to begin celebrating the holidays than to attend this Sunday evening's community Thanksgiving church service being held this Sunday at 6 p.m. at Calvary Baptist Church in Jesup. Speakers will be Pastor Mickey Tomberlin and Reverend Jack Lee. Everyone's invited to attend. There will be a community choir providing the music. Community Thanksgiving service to kick off the holiday season. Once again, this Sunday, 6 p.m. at Calvary Baptist Church. That's going to do it for latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan saying have a great day.
You've been listening to local news on WIFO. Can you find it? Can you find it? Coming soon. The Velocity Health and Fitness Big Dog Country